Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to study about the propositional logics in Python. So in order to begin this, as you can see here, I have uploaded a file named as logic.py, and this particular code from logic import star is going to help us in importing all of those methods which we are going to discuss further in order to study propositional logics. So let's just start by the creation of propositions. As you can see here, I have created the three propositions named as P, Q and R using the method VARS PQR. The reason why I have used the string as a data type here for the proposition is that this particular method VARS entertains only single data type, that is the string. So let's just test whether we have created the right string or not successfully. So when I run this particular code, yes, here's the output saying proposition P successfully created. Then so is going to be the Q and also R. Okay, so now we have learned how to create propositions. Let's step into the integration of all the propositions to make one formula. As you can see, I have written a formula stating P or Q and not P implies Q. Let's just run and see whether the formula is converted into a proposition or not. And yes, here's the output which says P or Q and not P is implied as Q. The reason why the symbols have got changed is that this is what we have input and this is what the output is. The reason that they have got updated is we are restricted to not to use these kind of symbols, or I should say we are not aware of how the computer is going to read the symbols. So there is a little updation, but for sure there is no change in the logical meaning of both of these statements. So also one can just know or display the truth table of any of the formulas or propositions in this particular method. So in order to know the truth table of a particular formula, I have written formula1, the name of my formula, dot print underscore truth underscore table, and when I run this particular code, this displayed a truth table of this particular formula, and as you can see the output are all true. Now stepping into the second code that says formula1 dot is underscore tautology. Now what is the meaning of word tautology? Tautology is a particular condition that occurs or arises when all the output of a particular operation are true. So when I test the tautology condition of the formula1, it created an output named as true. Now why this is so is the reason that as you can see in the above particular code, all the outputs of this particular formula are true. So the tautology also stands true. Also in the next code, I have created one more formula 2, which states P and Q implies R. In the similar manner as I created the truth table for formula 1, we can also see the truth table for formula 2. Now in this particular formula, as you can see, the output is a combination of one false with several truths. Output. So let's just run this formula is underscore contingency. Let me introduce what the contingency word means. It means the condition that is the combination of as an output true as well as false conditions. So as you can see that neither my output is totally true nor it is false, and so it arises a condition at contingency, and this is the reason why my formula2 dot is underscore contingency method displayed me the output as true. Also here in the next code I have displayed a formula. I have designed a formula 3 which says P implies bracket Q implies R. Now in the similar manner we can also display the truth table, but let's just introduce let me just introduce the second proposition method, that is equivalency. Now the propositional logic concept also lets you know or help you compare between two formulas whether they are equivalent or not. As you can see, these two equivalent, this equal to two signs are going to let me know whether the formula 2 and formula 3 are equivalent or not. So when I run this code, it states me true. This shows that logically formula 2 is equivalent to formula 3. Also just test equivalency of formula 1 and formula 2, and this showed me false, which states that logically the formula 1 is not equivalent to the formula 2. Now let's just step into some more propositions. as I've created this here is P and Q, and let's just test its truth table. Now basically AND operator states the union of two propositions. It states that the union of proposition P and proposition Q. So is the reason that when P is true and also Q is true, the output is true. But when P is false and Q is false, the output is false. And so is the truth table. Now the another proposition is P or Q. Again, just displaying its truth table, we got to see the output true, true, true and false. Now the next proposition is not P. So not P is basically nothing but the contradiction of a proposition P. Everything else than the proposition P comes under the category of not P. So if I display the truth table of not P, I'm going to get the output as false and true, which states when P is true, not P is going to be false, and when P is false, not P is going to be true. That is, contradiction stays true. Now the next proposition, P implies Q. Now this particular proposition stands and says that P implies Q. Now when we run this code and if we want to see the truth table, so this shows that true, false, true, true is the output of the particular truth table. Also there is a reciprocal of this implies that proposition, that is implied by. Now how to read this particular code is P is implied by Q. Now when I run the truth table of this particular code, it showed me true, true, false, true. Now let's just step into one more proposition, that is P dot IFF if and in brackets is Q. What does this particular proposition says is that P exists if and only if Q exists. Now in order to make our proposition P exist, it is a necessary as well as sufficient condition for Q to exist. And let's just test its truth table. As you can see, the output is when P is true and Q is true necessarily, the output is true. Also when P is false and necessarily Q is false, the output is true. And all the rest two conditions, the answer is false. That means in order to let P exist, it is necessary and sufficient for Q to exist too. Now stepping into the last proposition, that is P and not P. This particular proposition says the union of P and its contradiction. So how is it possible? It is a true contradiction, and let's just have a look at its truth table. And as you can see, the truth table says that when P is true, its union is false. When P is false, its union is also false. So in any of those conditions, the output is going to be false, since it's a clear example of a contradiction. This is it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Do like and share this video as much as possible. Thank you.